We're live as hell. Damn, dude, don't fucking go. Like, you got that command prompt up. You're already going wild. We could really risk it all here. Is that because they were inaccurate, or because you have some feelings about the titles as they exist? Okay. Just be like, I don't think this really was Sally Acorn's turning moment. I think this was more of a crux. Okay. Please get into it. I'm just gonna sit here and sip this delicious LaCroix. I think it's fucked up that Sonic is a murderer. When? When does he murder anyone in the video games? He's just like vibing and freeing bunnies. I don't respect this. Werehog was clearly long after he was Eggman. I'm talking about pre-Crisis Sonic. Mm. You're damn right I'm attacking his character. He killed the guy. Yeah. You have a point. Like, if this could help get Sonic the Hedgehog into prison, I'll accept anything I can. Well, I love Sonic, but now that I know that he's murdered somebody, pretty fucked up. Like, I don't know. There's no way Batman kills people. Come on. Are we doing this? Are we throwing down? Not every Batman is good. Like, well, right, but I mean, like, that's one piece of Batman media that kind of sucks. That's all I'm saying. Like, would you say the Power Rangers murder people? Yes, but that's never happened on camera. They just like explode into sparks. So your argument is that it would be easier for the Power Rangers to get away with it? Even if I were to argue that it's not consistent with Batman's character to kill anybody, you would argue it's just happening off screen anyway. Not realistically. Is that your way of getting out of? Yeah. Look, no humans are capable of that, especially not me. Not me. Murder's only real in fiction. That's what I'm picking up here. That's basically the plot of the Metal Gear games. Hey. Yeah, the Underfold's here. Howdy. Let us know if you can't hear us, because we are talking our damn mouths off, y'all. We appreciate that you're here, though. Oh. He can't hear. They can't hear Bachman. No Bachman. Good. Yeah, pretty much. Otherwise, it would sound like I was just like reading a string of Reddit comments to myself and having way too much fun. Bachman is fixing his audio, and I am sipping that LaCroix. You know what it is.
Guess
We
what,
do not have an
motherfucker? I
advertisement
fixed my
deal.
audio.
Oh my god. He's back at it again! Howdy everybody, June here, it's Bachman. We've got a crowd and an audience now. We are going to be checking out an extremely strange fighting game tonight called Eye of Typhoon. Mike, why this one in particular?
This one in particular, let me actually face the microphone while I talk.
This is good shit. This is good
No,
shit.
this one in particular, like I got caught up in the limited run scene for a while. I got
Okay.
real into like, and because early on in the Switch's life, I got this like fucking like real like snail brained idea that I was gonna
Dude says you need to turn up that volume though.
turn up what volume?
It says I do hear him, but he's quiet.
That's weird because my levels are pretty high in.
They say 20% of my loudness. That's... I don't know what to do about that. Let me listen to myself and see.
Yeah, test. How's that? I'm also like not super close to the mic. How's that?
You still sound quiet. I mean,
To you?
yeah, to me it's.
Did my gain get turned down? It didn't.
If you could increase it by like 15-20%, you'd probably be good.
All right, it's maxed out in XSplit now.
Okay, I think you sound good.
Okay. I mean, yeah. So you were listening to the stream audio?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I got real horny for just limited games because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get every Switch game. I'm gonna get this because I was starting to do like retro collecting, and I'm like, damn, what if I just like got all this stuff like right when it if I had bought all this stuff when it came out, I would have a complete collection now. These are like real thoughts that went through my head. I'm an idiot. And very like I would say very quickly, but it took like a couple years. It became untenable to keep purchasing Switch games. But still keep an eye on limited run games every once in a while for something that just like that I just gotta have. And what English translation of a long forgotten Korean fighting game for the 3DO? You gotta have that.
You gotta.
Eye of Typhoon, baby. Here it
Let's
is.
go. How long did it take for you to actually get it?
Oh God, when did I actually order it?
Shout out to Farm Guy Steve, by the way, while he's figuring that out. Thank you for stopping by.
It's a good question. I'm gonna look at my order real quick.
It was a bit of a saga, if I remember correctly.
It was a long time, and they were like in the limited run warehouse for a long time under quality control. Limited run. That's a shipping update. That was in July.
Do you think it was even in this year?
I think it was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're talking like it was probably in like March.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. So what? 6 months? 5 months?
Yeah, it's been a bit. Yeah, in July they were like, "Hey, give us your address because we might send it someday."
And it costs a little bit of scratch, yeah.
I
remember it being like over $100.
Yeah. It's so far removed that I choose not to remember it. Yeah, I'm not. This isn't the hey, watch Mike go through his emails show.
I
Um,
mean, it could be. Like, send me your login, dog.
yeah, you got it. Uh, we can continue just looking at this packaging. This is real nice. You ready? Ready?
It's a really nice reproduction, I
Oh my
gotta
god!
say.
Oh my god! Is this gold? And I honestly, I am baffled by because it comes with a PC version of the game, which I was thinking like, oh, they made a new PC version of Eye of Typhoon. They didn't. They put the DOS version on a CD. Um,
That's such a fucking flex.
I'm pretty sure this card is actually signed.
By who though?
It could be anybody. Somebody involved. One of the key players. I'll say that.
The CEO
Yeah, yeah.
of the company that made it, Vicom.
Fucking,
Not Viacom, Vicom or Vicom.
a package of trading
Viccom.
cards that have the move
Let's
list
go.
on the back of them.
Let's go.
That's kind of nice. A little the big thing about this was that it was translated. It was it's an English version of this. That does not explain why these manuals are not. Like this is that's I'm not gonna be able to do anything with that. I know you can't see it, but it's got an invitation card to the remake that's coming out for PS4. Did it say it said PS4 on there, didn't it?
Does it say PS4?
I think it said PS4. Let me look. Where's that screenshot? Oh, it just says
Someone's yelling about the
PlayStation
cats?
platform. What?
Okay. Someone's yelling about the cats.
Oh,
we
yeah.
got cats. They're getting rowdy back here. Pay them no mind.
But yeah, there's going to be a remake coming out. This is going to get me into that and put my name in the staff section. Their words, not mine.
Let's fucking go.
Official
Number
staff.
one Eye of Typhoon Pro and staff member. Do you think you're going to be banned from the major tournaments because of your staff status?
I don't think so. Because I don't think there's going to be any major tournaments.
Ooh.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
So this is where
So
I'm baffled though, because it comes with a PC version, and there are these in here. This one says 3DO on it. Pretty simple. That's the 3DO version, I would assume. This one says PC CD-ROM on it. Probably the PC version. What's this that says 3DO and PC?
soundtrack, maybe?
No, because the game is in here. Both the 3DO and the PC game are in here.
You got 2 copies of each?
I don't know.
Well, there's only one way to find out. There's only one way to find out, Mr. Unboxer.
Yeah, watch somebody else's unboxing video. That's how you find out. I got the game out of this. I don't care about any of this other stuff. It's only to my detriment to open any of it. Get out of here.
You don't care about the trading cards of all the famous characters from this game?
The famous character. Yeah, oh yeah, name 10.
I don't think there's 10 in the roster.
I thought there was. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, I might be thinking of the prequel. So this game is a sequel to a game that got released on the Neo Geo called Fight Fever, which was unique among games at the time because it was one of the handful of games in any part of the modern market of the 90s developed in South Korea by a South Korean team. As a result, it's a little bit rough as it's their first game, and this is the sequel to it that was originally supposed to come out in the Neo Geo, but was
Also a
canceled
little bit
when it
rough.
came out in 3DO. Yeah, it's more than a little rough, I would say, but like, it's an interesting.
Yeah, it was just funny to me that give them. Yeah, it's their first game. They'll come around for the second one.
Let them have it a little bit, you know.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Now, I'm upset here because I'm going to look at the roster for Eye of Typhoon and tell you if I recognize any of these characters. I'm pretty sure I don't. But like, I would be really upset if I didn't cut myself a little slack here. Let's see. Character roster. Okay, we got Hoya, the main hero of the game. Roy, a rugged Western adventurer. Saori, a kunoichi. Shuhong, a female warrior who believes in Hoya. Wang Chang, a Chinese glutton who is known for playing mahjong. That's ill as hell. Mui, a mysterious jungle warrior. Nelson, a noble gentleman who fights using a whip. Tlaloc, an Aztec warrior. Dalma, a small elderly man who carries a stick. Musashi Taro, a ninja. Natasha, an enormous Russian woman. And Jarkill, a masked dancer that doubles as a fighter. Jarkill is an incredible name. Just A+.
Did you see Powell in there?
Powell is the boss. And there is also a boss, Mahasvara, which has two separate forms, a female and a male form, which is very progressive of you. Now, one thing that's going to be upsetting, Mike, is that we don't get to enjoy some of the characters from the first Fight Fever game. Can I read you some descriptions there?
I would love it.
Okay, Nick Commando. A large masked soldier who can throw grenades and charge at the foe. And my favorite, Magic Dunker, a basketball player who is most likely named after Magic Johnson. Magic Dunker. Magic
Dunker.
Just keep repeating it to yourself. It makes you feel like good about life and where you are.
Oh,
how the world's going.
Who was it that was like I'll have to dig up some tweets. It was like a bootleg wrestling game, but it was using all like WWE wrestlers and like
yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Fire Pro Wrestling Advance for the GBA. Like
I don't think it was that one.
No?
No, let me look real quick. I know who tweeted it. Let's see.
Okay. There's one that I'll never forget, which is the wrestler Booker T, who I love. It is in Fire Pro as quote unquote dancing train Captain Jackson.
The way you phrased that was like it was very biblical. And
yeah.
And then Booker T, whom he loved.
I do love Booker T. Maybe I love Booker T in like a very primeval level, you know.
Yeah.
He used to do a very cool top flip into a leg drop. That's extremely cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
4 or 5 would suggested in the chat maybe Royal Pro Wrestling. Oh man, Skunk, the Rhino Warriors, Rich Flair.
Yes, this is it.
Dr. Kill. Oh, Dr. Kill is so fucking good.
What was the Hulk's name? There's a Hulk.
Golden Lips.
Golden Lips.
Golden Lips. It's named after his character from Rocky, Thunder Lips. Man, Andy Savage, they did not try that hard for that guy. I'm sorry. Tiger Mask is just Tigla Mask.
Well, okay, so I've got a list of this. We're gonna go through a few versions of this game because it came with the DOS game and the 3DO game, and there's also an unofficial Neo Geo version.
That was just
from itch.io,
and it was unreleased. Basically,
yes.
Like it was worked on. It's not like an unofficial conversion or something. It just never really got to market.
Oh, cool. Okay. So there's a few options on this screen. Which command do you want to?
Unlock. Do you want to unlock Powell?
I mean, I don't see any reason to keep him locked.
Unleash this man.
So we're gonna pull up. Let's. Powell is fully unlocked. I've already tested the sound card and I know it works. So we're gonna.
Okay, good.
That might be a bit loud. Let me know in the comments if that's too loud.
Time's up. Jeff has got his snacks going. Let's get a snack shout out in the chat. Throwing one up for the eternal flaming hot Cheetos. You can't go wrong.
It's a touch loud for me.
I can't hear the screen.
Yeah, let's see here.
Yeah, it's a little loud. It's a little loud. do a 25% drop, maybe? Something like that.
Alright, how's that?
Try now. Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Cool. Alright. There's no, let's see here. Come on. How do I start the damn game? Hold on a sec. We're gonna restart it in DOSBox because
That's right, baby.
I've had to do this a few times.
They literally just sent you a CD that doesn't work out of the box, which is so fucking funny to me.
But it's DRM free.
Oh. Throwing one up for Vicom, thanks. Oh, they did the official re-release logo and everything. Wow. Sorry, I'm reading this intro.
I swear to God, I just play. This never happens. But like, even as my regular keyboard doesn't work.
I don't know what's going on. Like, you were literally just testing this like an hour ago.
Yeah, I did work. Like, I tried hard. Okay, we're gonna quit out of DOSBox entirely. Hold on.
Okay. Yep. R.I.P. Goofy.
Oh my goodness. It's another Game Crime stream, everybody.
Come for the technical difficulties. Hope you're satisfied by that. We don't got much else. So
The other interesting thing is that it installs like a version that it installs DOSBox for you, which is nice. Like, just does, it's a little package with DOSBox. It does not give you a choice, and puts it right on that C drive in C/Typhoon, baby.
I feel like you somehow pre-ordered something that is 30 years old. Like, yeah. It's amazing.
I've been waiting so long. It's like, hey, you want to pre-order a virus?
Vicom. Don't let us down here, folks.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Single story. Level 4. Alright, got any requests?
No, I guess pick the coolest looking guy. I'm partial to, like, the nude guy with the cool mask, but, you know, you do what you gotta do.
Oh, it auto-picked for... Why give a time limit in a DOS game? Get out of here. Oh my god. I thought when I played the DOS version, I was like, this is pretty choppy. And then I played the 3DO version, thinking that and that was choppy. And I'm like, oh, this is the same. It feels so much better. Like, this actually, like, is totally playable.
Okay.
I don't know where
you're telling me the 3DO version is extremely questionable?
Yeah, you'll see. I don't know where the sound effects are, though. There's, even when I was testing earlier, if I go into the sound test, like for the sound card setup, it's fine. They're there.
So this does seem pretty bouncy. I mean, you've got a lot of movement options. The level seems pretty big.
Yeah. And honestly, like, this is pretty fast and fluid for a DOS game. I don't know how many DOS fighting games you played, but
Too many, because they're usually fucking awful. Like, Street Fighter's even really bad on DOS.
yeah.
One thing that I'm impressed by is that, like, we're maybe not getting a ton of animation, but the sprites are really well detailed.
They are, which which kind of like makes me a little like confused as to why the intro in the 3DO version looks the way it does. But you'll see that in a minute.
I'm in love with this background. This is excellent. One of the best things you can do for a fighting game background is just have like a bunch of people hanging out, maybe cooking food.
Pretty good like combo and like mix-up options, but like it doesn't have any sort of like, you know, like it doesn't tell me when I've got a combo, you know?
Yeah.
Like I want to know how many hits that was.
Seems like your guy has a lot of like mix-up options from what I'm seeing.
Yeah. There are apparently supers in here. I'll have to look them up. They give you no time to read those win quotes. That's not me hitting the button. It just goes. The second it's done typing, you're done reading.
The specials, I think, they have to be done with 2 buttons.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I'll look up the specials right quick. I believe I sent you a tweet or something.
And I don't know what those scrolls are like either. What those scrolls are for.
What are the scrolls for?
Ooh. that win animation is so good.
I love him.
Bold to be named Wang Chang.
He's owning it though.
Oh, he is, for sure. That's like a little upward spinning move that I do. Like, that does not have the range that you would expect from that animation.
No?
No, they've got to be directly above you, or that's not connecting. Like, even, see, I was overlapping him, and it just goes right past him.
This dude is throwing mad glitter at you. Oh, fuck yeah. Do a little moonwalk.
Oh yeah, naked guy with the mask. Here we go.
See, he's cool looking. I like a cool mask.
He looks like he should be a grappler.
Yes. Okay, the little kick spray is cool. I kind of digging this dude. I mean, he's got a cool little moveset.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, he feels pretty good.
You seem to be pulling some things off with him. Okay, what character are you, Mewing? The scrolls are your super meter, and you can use your supers when they open.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. It says open scroll.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I got one to open. There's a button.
Oh, okay. Mui has 2 supers. Up close, roll forward to back plus SPSK. You also have the down to forward to back with a weak kick, which is like the standard
Okay, roll
KOF
back to
input.
forward is probably easiest.
Yeah.
Forward to back or back to forward?
Forward to back, but it's a grapple. And you have to do
I don't know if that was it. It seemed like it.
it's forward to back with SP and SK at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
If
look
you
at
use
look at
the
all
full
those
throw.
moves he throws out automatically. That's got to be it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, they all got blocked both times, but
Seems like the AI is kind of brutal here.
yeah, well.
They really did just say, "What if Lady Zangief?" Huh?
Oh my god.
Jarkill is wild.
That's a great name.
It really is.
Come on.
God, you really get smacked when there's an opening, don't you?
Yeah. The problem I got, like, the animations, like, there's so many, like, I don't want to say missing frames, but, I mean, that's kind of what they are, where you're just, like, it's hard to tell what happened sometimes.
Sure, yeah. Like that, like some of those throw exchanges.
The throws especially.
I mean, there are some nice things going on as well, like the background's got some animation in it, which is nice. I do kind of like how simple the UI setup is. I think having a little scroll versus a giant meter at the screen is kind of elegant.
Yeah.
I can't speak to how it feels, but I mean,
Yeah.
there seems to be a lot of mobility, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does, but I almost think if they're gonna skimp on the animations, the mobility can be a detriment.
Sure. Yeah. That makes sense.
Like, you almost need to make a slower, more methodical fighter.
Yeah, it's weird to have a game where you can bounce all around the screen, but footsies are definitely important.
That move rules.
Yeah.
God, that animation's so good.
He's feeling himself all the time. I have to admit, of all the ways of doing a Ryu clone, giving him some like tiger print is pretty great.
The moves are pretty consistent. Like,
Yeah,
that's not bad.
DPs and down to forwards.
Yeah.
Where are you now? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what's he got?
Lots of moves. Goddamn. Down to forward punches, dragon punches, down to forward kicks, forward to back kicks.
I think I just found one of them.
The open scroll moves, forward to back WP plus WK, or forward, back, forward, down to back plus SPSK. That one you probably have to look at. I don't think that's easy to visualize.
Yeah.
Well, you know what to do with an air fireball, my man.
Oh shit! Ooh!
The Underfold says that's just straight up Chun-Li, and you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if
Oh my
Chun-Li
god, even
did a lot of
the stance, everything.
Yeah. Ruculos, how's it going? Nice to see ya. Man, some of the angles on like that diagonal kick move are just, they defy mathematics.
I kind of like having to like unlock your, because it's just a button. You hit a button and it opens that scroll. But I kind of like locking it like that. You're not pulling them off accidentally. You're just. But it also telegraphs when you're probably going to do it, which is maybe not great. It just depends.
Well, I think for like, is it safe to say that like with the way life is ticking down and how long the rounds last, this is a lot closer to like SF2?
Yeah,
like, compared
it's
to
faster.
Yeah, so I would think maybe that like turning your supers into a resource that you can expend, as opposed to like things that you earn over the course of the game, does feel like you're making a lot more like strategic decisions. As to whether or not that's a good thing, I don't know. I mean, just kind of depends on the flow.
I didn't see a practice mode here, but I would love one.
Man, they said, fuck everything else in this background. We're animating that crocodile.
They've got a pretty sweet, like some command inputs that I've never seen in other fighting games before. Like maybe I just missed them, but this one's like, it's like back, forward, and then down to forward, or down forward. I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's you only really see that stuff in like SNK stuff. You know, like those Neo Geo fighting games you've never heard of. Voltage Fighter, Go Kaiser, Martial Masters, which does sound like Eminem's Nom de Guerre.
I'll have you know, I haven't heard of those.
Hey. Well, you know about my boy Breaker, so that's the good shit.
Which one?
Breaker's Revenge.
Oh yeah.
That's what GeeklyCon this year was 3 straight hours of Breaker's Revenge.
Oh, I didn't. Let me pull up his move list here.
Wang Chang doing the thing.
I actually really dig. You're not gonna be able to see a ton of that. Actually, you know what? Let me just. I kind of dig how they've got like the frames.
Yeah, that's really cool. That seems like a very well done like manual.
That's the thing, is it is like this package is not. It's not a poorly done package by any means. But it's like. It's just such a bizarre product.
It is pretty much up our alley, but good night, Underfold. Nice to see you. Glad you could come on out. Take care.
Oh my god, quit chain grabbing.
My man is working on that grapple strategy.
Seriously.
And not much else. So would you like to learn some interesting stuff about the company that made this, Vicon?
I would absolutely love to. And while you're doing that, I think I'll switch over to the 3DO version.
Let's do it, baby. So Vicom was a company that was founded in South Korea by a man named Kim Kap-won. and it was established to be the distribution arm for SNK and Neo Geo products in South Korea and the Korean air, like the regions surrounding Korea, so China or the Philippines or something like that. Eventually, they did so well in distributing materials that SNK gave them a development team and resources to work on their own game, which is where their first game, Fight Fever, came from. And this company, even though this game never got released, still continued on long after in the distribution and arcade business, and eventually worked on another canceled game called King of Fighters Online. So this is like getting into weird SNK Splinter faction territories.
Let's get us some audio here. All right, check out this.
That frame rate, holy shit!
Check out this video, though.
Oh my god! Oh man!
This character in the front is supposed to be Hoya, the one we were just playing as before Wing Chang.
My dude, even the moon had Jackies. I'm about this. If it looks bad and it's got no frame rate, I'm all about that.
And like the tearing that you're seeing, that's not streaming artifacts. That's on the actual 3DO. It tears like that. We're gonna be playing on our 3-button.
Oh boy.
I contemplated buying that SNES to 3DO adapter specifically for this game. Now having played it, I don't know that I'm going to do that.
It might be worth it for the other 3DO games, but yeah.
Maybe, but then I'd also need to buy like an ODE.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I'm not starting a 3DO collection, that's for sure.
Everyone has limits. Everyone has limits. There are good games on the 3DO though. So.
I've got this
Don't
and I've
write it
got
out,
Killing
so.
Time, so that's about...
Oh boy, Killing Time is not good, but it sure tries hard.
Is this button... Do I need to have the controller plugged in before I start the system? That can't be. Please tell me it's just not plugged in enough. That can't be. I know this controller works because I just played it earlier.
My lord, dude. We're having like the world's funniest technical difficulties tonight. I'm on board. Let's keep it going, universe.
Luckily, the 3DO has an S-Video port because I had this plugged into Composite. Oh my god.
Yeah?
Oh
Look a little
my
smudgy?
God.
Even over the CRT?
Oh, it's not going through the CRT. It's going straight into the retro
okay.
tank. I don't have a good way to get Composite into the retro tank and onto the CRT. I'm gonna do my boy Hoya just because I sort of know what's going on there.
Mm-hmm. Air fireballs.
Yeah. That's all you need.
Oh, the loading screens are charming.
Yeah.
And completely non-existent on the DOS version, so...
Yeah,
you
but
know,
look at
good as
this.
well. Oh no, what's this? What's this? Oh lord. Oh buddy. Is this running underwater? Or it's just like this?
Yep. This, you see why I was like, is something wrong with my 3DO?
Yeah. No, absolutely. This is like playing Street Fighter and cough syrup.
But it gives you a second to see what's happening. I can see why you might want to play this version.
I have Typhoon chopped and screwed, folks. We're increasing the base. We're stretching everybody out. I'm assuming that it like noticeably feels more sluggish too, compared to like
Yeah.
how fast things were going in the DOS game.
Well, that's why when we came back to the DOS game, like I was so shocked.
I wonder, like, where the Neo Geo version ends up at, because I mean, this is certainly not the sort of game that's really out of the Neo Geo's reach or anything.
Yeah,
But
so,
the 3DO struggled with 2D conversions at times.
and this is about the time when I was like, when I messaged you and I was like, I think we play the DOS version, we play 3DO, and then we play the Neo Geo, because that was my assumption as well.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't touched the Neo Geo version except for putting it into attract mode on the cabinet, so I have no idea what we're going to find there.
Okay. The win-loss screens are upsetting.
There still might be something wrong with my 3DO, because the music is choppy, and watching other people playing it didn't sound like that, so... But the gameplay seemed every bit as choppy.
Gotcha. It's really interesting that, like, the 3DO got a reputation for 2D fighters for all of, like, 6 months. And there are a bunch of weird, like, pseudo Street Fighters that eventually got ported, like Japanese only, or like this game, where they're really just not that good, you know? Like, they're fine for the time.
The thing is, I kind of support a remake of this, though. I think without the technical limitations, there's, like, some good stuff behind here.
I could see that. I mean, I definitely appreciate how much energy they try to put into the character designs and the environment designs, even if there isn't, you know, as much animation as we're used to, or maybe not as broad of a color palette.
Yeah. I haven't figured out how to open my scrolls yet.
Oh, I noticed the backgrounds are definitely more animated in the 3DO version.
Yeah.
You know, you've got dancing horses and shit.
I would have been okay with them saving some of that for, you know, gameplay performance.
It does have a very sleepy quality to the whole thing.
Yeah. I like those
This
wind
seems,
screens.
Yeah. Very dramatic. Very cool.
So what I think is happening with the audio is I think that there probably is an issue with I have the worst 3DO out of all of them. And I think there probably is an issue with the laser and reading things. That's going to affect music streaming, because that streams from the disc as it plays. It's not going to affect really gameplay, because all that stuff is loading into memory at the start of the round.
That makes sense.
Oh my god. I gotta say, I might prefer the 3DO version.
Okay, help me understand there, because it seems very sketchy from, you know, an outsider's perspective.
Because most of while the DOS version is smooth, most of my issues were that there was the frames made it too hard to understand what was going on. And this, like, even though it's for performance reasons, it slows it down and makes it seem more manageable.
Okay, that makes sense. And I imagine that, like, adding a little bit of hesitation for everything does probably make the game a little more tense, too. Because, I mean, we're really flying around everywhere.
She does not hesitate.
No, I guess that's fair.
But no, I think that's kind of nice, and I'm kind of allowing for some of the jank being like 3DO. Like I might play this on an emulator.
Oh sure, yeah, just to see how it works. Well, I mean, like, keep in mind, you know, for folks who don't have the historical context, the 3DO got the best port of Street Fighter 2 for a long time, the best port of Samurai Showdown, Fatal Fury. So it had a reputation of being able to do 2D games, but I I think you can kind of tell from a lot of the rough edges of this that this wasn't made by like a AAA developer or anything.
Sure. Yeah, there's a lot that I'm willing to forgive. And like development like these. Oh my god. That took me off guard. Sorry.
It was pretty sick.
Development of like games is just so much more accessible for indie developers now.
Oh my god!
Like,
yeah.
I'd be really excited. I don't know how much of the original team is working on it, but I would be excited.
It was so long ago.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd be excited to see what could happen.
Yeah, I think there's every reason to think that, you know, just cleaning this game up and making it tick would do it a pretty good, whatever the opposite of a disservice, a pro service. Like I can see something interesting underneath the kind of jank here. I like the special move variety, and I like the animations they chose for them. I like actually the vibe of a lot of the backgrounds, even if they aren't super animated. It's got a nice environment for a game. It's very rich.
All right, you wanna move on to Neo Geo?
Sure, let's see how it goes, baby.
Okay, because of the way I set this up, that's going to require me to switch a cable down here. Give me just a second.
Oh, he's going underground, folks. He's becoming subterranean.
I'm the mole man.
I forgot about that dude that lives in your basement that digs holes for you.
Yeah. I hardly pay him.
That's how you have that retro setup with all your stuff in the other room, is that
Yeah.
you paid a mole man to dig you a very convenient hole for your cables.
Just a ton of workplace violations.
Well, you know, that only counts if you're at the job and you're a licensed contractor. What if you're just digging a hole for friends?
That's true.
Yeah. You ever get together with the boys and dig a large hole in your backyard?
Only always.
Hey, baby. This is the Neo version?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks nice.
It does. It does.
For being an unfinished game.
Yeah,
you know.
they've done a pretty good job with it. Got these nice little like character things, like the you know, they scroll real smooth into frame. Yeah, it's what you would expect out of a Neo Geo so far.
Yeah, for real.
They added a nice little rain effect to the title screen. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's the best title screen of all. Oh, the Tsunami Edition. Whoa.
Only the best.
It's a smaller roster? It's kind of hard to tell, but...
So the thing that I think like a lot of the moves must be unfinished because I don't have his air fireball as far as I can tell.
Okay.
I mean, it's possible I'm just bad at inputting it, but we did 2 consoles and I was able to do it fine.
Sure. This does have a pretty distinctive Neo Geo look to it compared to the other two. The colors are really, really apparent. The like field of view on the background. Just very rich.
Yeah, it definitely feels very unfinished. The characters kind of like pushing each other around in really awkward ways that I don't know if you've seen.
Yeah, it's kind of like jarring when I'm watching it because you're sliding around like you're in ice.
Yeah.
Well, like it's upsetting because like this one definitely has the most potential. I think just based on the way it looks and the extra attention to the presentation.
My assumption is because this was called, at least the site that I got it off of referred to this as remake. So if this is like what they're building off of, that would be really great.
Yeah, for sure.
I think this is like kind of what we were talking about. It's like if you take the systems in those other versions and you like flesh them out and slap them on a Neo Geo, you got a real good fighter there.
I think so. I mean, I think the biggest mark that you could really strike against it is that it's not really wholly unique. But I don't think it necessarily needs to be. I mean,
No.
it needs to feel good,
Well, and they've got the benefit of the doubt that comes from being a product of the time too.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Doing those short jab combos like we're playing Melty Blood.
I didn't need to be
What?
reminded that I could just be playing Melty Blood right now.
I've been playing it throughout the week. It's pretty damn good, man. That's a good video game. Looks like your dude's missing a lot of moves here.
He is. Yeah,
Very
I
different
tried to pull
animations,
that
you know.
whip off. It doesn't exist in any of its forms. He just carries it for looks in this game.
You say goodbye. I say hello.
Decorative whip
Oh,
guy.
hey, there's some whips.
Okay, okay, okay.
It didn't grab him like it does in the other one.
Let it be. The bladder.
No, it just seems like a really long-range normal. One thing I can't really figure out is like what the dizzy condition is. Sometimes it seems like you get dizzied out of nowhere.
Yeah. I wonder if it has something to do with those eyes.
Oh, interesting.
The bladder.
I didn't pick those up. I don't think those are in the other versions.
Let it be. The bladder. Let it be.
But did you notice you don't have scrolls either?
I did. My assumption there is that they're just not in.
Either that or
so many of the specials aren't.
Well, what if the eyes are a substitute for...
The bladder.
We could be looking at a different mechanical system, too.
Oh my god, they got
Curious.
Toasty in here?
The bladder. Let it be. Let it be.
I'd be into them doing unfinished fighting games at EVO.
Yeah, not bad.
For sure, yeah.
Just be like, we know
So-
this is broken. Choose wisely. $15,000 could be
You say
yours.
goodbye. I say hello.
Dude, I would give anything to watch people compete for huge amounts of money while playing like Primal Rage 2 or something.
Why did that push both of us back?
The bladder.
What, you've never kicked someone 7 feet in the air?
Let it be.
I guess I'm not really an expert.
So apparently, I'm looking up what the deal is with this Neo Geo version. It was a found prototype. So basically, like, this was not released to the public in any way. Someone dug it up. And this beta version, this Eye of the Tsunami edition, is a community-made patch to make sure it runs, basically. Because it was so unfinished, it would like crash out and stuff like this. This patch just basically brings it up to a level where it's playable.
God, stop kicking me in the face.
Dark Hill is like the Akuma of this game.
Oh!
He shows up and our shit just gets wrecked.
What's that dolphin move he just did?
I don't know. He's very flexible.
I think it was supposed to be a backflip, but because there's so few frames, it looked like he just did a dolphin move through the air.
Okay, interesting. I'm looking into more information on this Neo Geo version of the game. It's a homebrew that combines a bunch of assets from different versions of the game. So whatever was found as a prototype was really undone.
Oh. Here's my question. Can we get all these fighters in Mugen?
Yeah, let's go, baby. That's easy to look up, actually.
Yeah, I can't hang with Jarkill. Holy shit.
You know what? You can absolutely get the Eye of Typhoon characters in Mugen. Whoa, the end boss is kind of fresh with it, though.
Oh my god, that has like no hitbox.
Congratulations!
Who is this guy?
That?
Who is that?
I-
It's not a
I
fighting
think
in
you
the
know-
game at all.
I think you know who that is. That's
I know-
Arnie, baby.
I know who it is, but it's like, why didn't they just use a character that's actually in the game?
Well, didn't they do like an Elvis, smoky guy face?
What do you mean?
Well, they did the little smoky thing where a guy picks up the corner, but it was a picture of Elvis.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's the one thing I think the Mister is missing is saving high scores in arcade course.
Yeah, I could see that.
Alright, where's Jarkill?
Oh, take an old jar kill for a spin around the block?
Jarkill's the key to all this. We get Jarkill.
That's right.
How about Star Wars with Jarkill instead of Jar Jar?
How about Star Wars, but with jar kill instead of Anakin? Huh?
Damn.
I'm talking all 9 movies. Just the whole mythos is being changed, baby. Look, there's Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy popped up in the corner of your screen. I can't speak as to why Eddie Murphy was there 4 or 5 wits, but I'm assuming it's like the toasty guy in Mortal Kombat. He pops up after a certain condition.
Yep. I don't have any of his sick moves though.
I don't know why Eddie Murphy is wasting his time on this game when he could be making a sequel to Bowfinger. We all need this.
The Austin Powers movie?
No, Bowfinger, the movie with Eddie Murphy and Steve Martin.
Coming to
Genius.
America?
No, no, another 48 hours.
The Man with
Nick
Two
Nolte's
Brains?
in that one. How upsetting would it be if I were like, yeah, Eddie Murphy remade that movie where he's the main character?
Well, that's why I was so confused, because, like, Eddie Murphy's not in that movie. That was Merv Griffin.
Okay, it's one thing to be like mixing the names up, but like Merv Griffin, the famous film comedian. What name your top 5 Merv Griffin joints?
Merv Griffin jokes?
I said joints, like Spike Lee.
Oh. I don't. Was it? Didn't he just do news?
Yeah, pretty. No. Don't. I'm pretty sure Merv Griffin just did like talk shows and shit.
What if I had all of them, like my favorite spots from those talk shows locked and loaded? Like it's too hard to choose. So here's 10.
This entire podcast and stream project takes an extremely hard left in a strange direction as we go over the career of Merv Griffin one piece at a time.
He was in One Piece?
God, fuck, man. Ouch. I'm learning a lot about Merv Griffin.
Yeah, this version has the most potential. I can't hang with it though, because it's just is so janky. But
R.I.P. So if someone wants to check this game out, what would you recommend to them?
I mean, the DOS version has got to be that's got to be on abandonware sites.
Oh yeah.
Also, I mean, but I would maybe try the 3DO version and the DOS version, see which one feels best to you. It was fairly easy to get it running in DOSBox. I mean, I've never messed with 3DO emulators, but I know they're out there.
I have messed with 3DO emulators, and if you can figure out a RetroArch or a MedDefend, you can handle it, y'all.
Yeah.
And you can play several other games in the 3DO's library that are genuinely good. I'm trying to stand for the 3DO bit here, but it gets a lot of shit for a game with like probably a dozen, or for a system with like a dozen good games on it.
I mean, you want me to pop in my only other 3DO game real quick?
Are we playing Killing Time on stream, baby?
Let's play Killing Time on stream.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, I gotta switch that cable back.
Let's go, baby. Another interesting thing about the 3DO while we're talking about it, this is not the only strange Korean 3DO game. There is also a tactical RPG as well as a JRPG that was released only in Korea on the 3DO, and they are big-time collector's objects. They cost muy dollars.
Have they been translated?
No.
That is a shame.
It really is. But this is not like a system that people pay too close attention to. I don't know why. I
just always assume, like, no matter what it is, somebody is paying close attention to it. Like that's the reason that Rule 34 is a thing, right?
I thought the thing I wrote about Rule 34 is that like because people are horny, they will like go to the end of the earth.
Yeah.
To express that horniness.
But if they're horny, they're gonna make content of the thing they're horny about. They have to be into it first to want to be horny about it, I think.
Okay. No, that is a distinction. That's a distinction, though.
Yeah, so I think
that is a
like,
distinction.
Yeah, I think they're just it just proves that there's always somebody who like at least knows about and is into
My Egyptology
enough that they want
professor,
to create.
Dr. Hargrove, was always recounting his
That's
trips
fair.
to northern
I mean, there is
Africa
that
in the
3DO
1930s.
ODE
The
coming
search
out,
for a mystical
right?
water
Like,
clock.
Yeah.
we're not the only
Dynasty of
people
the Pharaoh
interested in this
Ramses.
stuff.
The clock supposedly had powers to grant everlasting life.
Oh, I forgot.
Claimed
We're
he
missing a
found
bunch of
it
story
once,
here.
But whatever Hargrove found,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
mysteriously disappeared after a visit by the
Yeah.
patron.
Here
I-
is Mummy.
Real quick,
Betrayed
don't
Hargrove
say
left
anything
off.
if
It
you
has led me
if
to
you
where
know about
Tess
this game or
Conway's
played it
island
or
estate.
whatever.
Tess
Don't look
was
it up. Tell me what
obsessed
kind of
with
game
the
this is.
occult. Her greed drew her toward Duncan DeVries, the debonair two-bit smuggler.
No cheating.
In its heyday, the Conway estate
Oh,
boasted
man.
wild,
This is
extravagant
like-
parties. It has been deserted for decades.
This is what the future of video
Tess,
games looked like in the
society friend,
mid-90s, and it was
disappeared
so
in
deranged and
1932
campy.
on the night of the summer
We've
solstice.
lost our
I'm just getting
will
my
to look
first glimpse
stupid.
of the house. The weather's getting worse, but I'm
I
almost assured.
have not.
I fear my life may be
No, I've
in
always
danger,
appreciated
but
that about
I
you.
have come prepared.
And we don't have anybody in the chat's willing to hazard a guess at what type of game this is.
I think they're just taking it all in, man. There's a lot going on. That's a woman and a clock? Damn.
I'm not gonna start this game until somebody is wrong. All right, there we go. We got somebody.
Rook Talos guessed a spy thriller.
I mean,
would you consider this game to be a thriller?
I was not thrilled. No.
It has thriller qualities.
Yeah, okay, point and click. That's a good guess. That is what I would have guessed as well. Nope.
Dragon's Lair.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably some match 3 bullshit.
Imagine a match 3 game with that fucking intro. I'd be so in. Oh my god, dude. It's someone said puzzle fighter. Puzzle, like I'm picking Louise Brooks. I'm playing as the lady with the haircut. You could be the snake guy.
Typically puzzle games don't include the Pentagon. Well,
Which is worth. That's a failure of imagination.
Should we find out?
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Your name here.
Oh, I didn't know they were going to be math.
Oh. Your name here is actually filled out in the name field. That's the thing about 3DO games, and just games from this era in general, I'll say, is they just like fuck with you in ways that you would not expect.
Yes, there is a definite lack of like standardized approaches in the business.
Wait, can this not be changed?
What does that mean? Like you're stuck as Borf?
I know I highlighted the difficulty. Oh, there we go. I have to use the shoulder buttons weirdly.
Cool.
Oh, it's a Doom clone, baby.
Oh, you knew it. You knew it was a Doom clone.
Oh, is that a ghost? What was that?
Or a mummy? Or a flapper?
It's an FMV flapper?
Let's go, baby!
Gather my spiritual essence from the different symbols which lie around this island.
Okay, get keys. What if this like FMV lady was like, this is basically like Doom. Have you played Doom?
So this game's supposed to take place in the 1920s. It's like all the ghosts you're meeting are high as balls on lithium. Every single one of them. That flapper lady dressed up like a mummy for reasons she can't understand or explain. So this is a Doom clone, but it has the added feature of trying to tell a quote-unquote story by having you talk to ghosts the entire time.
Oh, I know there was a ghost in here somewhere. I just heard him talking. There it is.
I'm gonna need you down at the dock.
Dead Chicken said basically Bioshock. Yeah, kind of.
Where am I gonna put all this stuff?
Kind of.
I mean, the storage room is almost full. I can't even walk in there. Guess you'll just have to stash it around the ground.
I can't even walk in
I mean,
there.
booze was one thing, but guns.
I'm trying to be walking there.
Our new associates from Chicago will be here this evening to take the guns off the island. They will pay us handsomely for the arms.
See, in the 1920s, the guy on the right, he didn't want to dress that way. You had to leave the house every day dressed like
This is
that.
only the beginning.
Wait, stage right? I played this game on medium last time and I just got like fucking destroyed.
Yes.
So I'm taking no chances.
Did you get to the ducks?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I feel like I was fighting deer. Maybe it's just I made it up. It might have just been a fever dream.
This game does have fever dream qualities. 405 Wits asked Bachman, did you see the new 8-bit Switch controller?
I didn't. Tell me about it.
Well, let's take a look-see.
I wish
kind of fuck with the 8-bit stuff around here.
Yeah. The arcade stick I was playing on was an 8-bit dough.
Ooh. So it's called the 8-bit Ultimate controller.
Uh-huh.
And it very similar design to like a like a 360 controller or a Pro controller or something. It looks very clean.
So I've
You
got
can get it
the...
in 2.4G, which I definitely fuck with.
Oh yeah, that's good. Like I've got the SN30 Pro. Which is, so are we talking something like this, or is it like
If you don't have like a web browser up, do you?
I do, yeah.
Oh, okay. It's literally on the front page of the 8BitDo website.
Okay.
Like a very clear photo. The only thing that I'm concerned is it looks a little small, but that's your mileage may vary there.
Oh, that looks pretty much exactly like the Retro Fighters controllers that have been coming out.
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah, I guess I don't see a ton of utility in another controller in that form factor. Like,
Although
I feel
if
like
you
there's
had to
already
get
so many.
one, yeah, there's a ton.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think the 8BitDo is a bad route to go. I think the SN30 Pros are very consistent. And
This is like hands down the most comfortable controller I've ever held, though. Like it feels so nice.
the 3DO controller?
No, yes, no, the SN30 Pro. Like it fits the hands really well. It's got that like kind of like Super Nintendo feel to it, but with like really nice grips. Like I can't imagine what I'm seeing there being better, but who knows?
Oh no, for sure. The SN30 feels great in hand. No complaints there. I still prefer a PS4 controller, but I have my peculiarities.
Oh, there's a duck.
Yeah, it's pretty sick that you get to kill ducks. Zombie duck. Rutulo says the dialogue being entirely cutscenes with the actors is something I haven't seen since Mist. Time Theft
Okay,
Draft, last
okay.
time I saw it was in the old Jedi Knight games. This used to be very popular. This sort of like presentation of...
Okay, this hunter
You're
has an
definitely-
army of ducks with him.
Yes.
He's not shooting at the ducks at all.
No, the ducks are his friends.
I thought there was a ghost here.
There are a couple newer games that do kind of approach FMV in this similar style. They're mostly adventure games, though, for the PC. A lot of indie stuff. One thing I always was intrigued by, I think this is like PS3 era, but they talked about remaking Mortal Kombat with new, like, digitized photographs.
I'd be into that.
But, like, having those photographs be at, like, 4K quality sounds absolutely wild to me. I'm so ready for an incredibly bizarre-looking game like that.
I would actually be into somebody like, I wonder, like, because there's really good up-resing tools. Like, Topaz, like, AI stuff. Like, they can do some really cool stuff, and I wonder what would happen if somebody were to pump that stuff into it.
Oh, that's interesting. Because, I mean, a lot of that stuff can be cleaned up pretty easily. Like, I don't know, like, most of the older Mortal Kombat games look pretty good on that tank.
Oh my god, die, dude!
That's the difference between you and him. You have nothing to fight for. He fights for the ducks.
I mean, I'm fighting for my hatred of ducks. Oh god, aiming is so hard.
It seems a little theoretical.
I do appreciate that he's got multiple... there's multiple hit animations for those hunters.
Yeah, that's true. You have to love the disparity between this and Doom. The first level of Doom is like, welcome to hell, there are thousands of demons killing you. And this one is like, you're at a guy's house, you killed a bunch of ducks in his front yard.
You still gotta find the keys.
You This old guy's labyrinth has the same exact key structure as hell, and I'm sorry about that. It was the style of the time.
I have one bullet left. and I'm saving it for this duck. Oh, that hurts me? The pickup that he dropped hurts me? Oh, okay, we got shotgun now. Keep it. I got a pit bull now.
I think the skyline's supposed to be like moody, but it just looks like you're like heading over to a friend's house at sunrise. Got up a little early, you're gonna go on a fishing trip.
How much damage do these red orbs do to me? They do 20 damage. Oh, music change. Got a boss coming up or what?
Maybe you ate too many red orbs and you're evil now.
It kind of feels like I've been going the wrong way this whole game.
Wait, no, you're finally getting some new like scenery.
Invitation.
I've got a gun. That's my invitation. Oh no! Straight up, it won't let me in because they don't have an invitation. He wasn't fucking around.
What are they gonna do about it? Haunt you?
I guess. So somewhere in that level were probably those like things I needed. Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
It's like the feeling that you get when you're a kid and you're out with your parents and you get separated and you're just like, where am I? What's going on? What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. Oh, hey, there's
I mean, I
something.
guess respect for not constantly respawning stuff, but at the same time, this is the world's emptiest maze.
Is that my invitation, or are there more invitation fragments I gotta get?
The dark jigsaw puzzles.
Like, I'll never be able to find my way back to that circus tent. I'm learning speedrun movement techniques now. Oh god.
That's what happens in Killing Time. They get brave until they get fixed by a duck.
God, you ever kill just so many ducks? Hunters don't kill ducks. I kill hunters.
Yeah, you're really racking up the homicides here. Like, the zombie ducks are one thing, they're kind of whimsical. The hunters just look like guys.
Yeah. Okay, I've got no bullets now. Oh, there's bullets. Oh, but there are bullets to my other gun, and I don't know how to switch to that. Oh my god, I'm literally just gonna die to ducks.
Let me tell you, dude, if you ever invite me over to your place and you make me find the house key in a labyrinth in your front yard. Well, for a second there, I was thinking like, well, that would be really disrespectful. Now I'm thinking it'd be cool. This game just didn't. Right,
the way you switch weapons is by hitting A and B together.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god, I can't. I'm out of ammo.
This game was beloved upon release. It was the reason to buy a 3DO.
You know.
It even got ported. I think it even got ported to other systems.
No.
Yeah. Well, keep in
No.
mind, there was no good Doom port on anything at this time.
Oh my god, I can't. Yeah, I can't handle that game.
There's an updated, slightly remade version that was released on the 3DO digital platform.
What?
Yeah.
I for a second there, like my like tiny brain thought you were gonna say the 3DO Mini.
Folks, before we go to bed, let's dreamcast your dream 3DO Mini.
Oh yes. First of all, name even enough Dreamcast or 3DO games to get into a 3DO Mini.
Is that what we're gonna do here? So we're gonna
I'm looking it up
Cyberdillo,
because I can't do it.
Captain Quasar, Cyberdillo.
How's the Gex port on 3DO?
it's the original version of the game. It's really good. Guardian War. Immercenary. Immercenary is a really cool game. Nova Storm. Patank, the first-person pinball game. PO'd, which is a Doom clone about being a chef. There's also the Shelley Duvall Birdsongs game.
Oh,
As well.
Pebble Beach Golf
Oh, yeah?
Links.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of bopping.
Yeah.
Star Control 2. There's a Star Control 2 port. You have Sid Meier's CPU Bach, which is a digital like music maker that helps you make classical songs.
The Road Rash port on there was pretty good, wasn't it?
It's fucking great, and the Need for Speed's really good too. Tripped is not Tripped. I think it's called Warped, but it's a selection of mini games made by the guy who created D, and it's very wacky, very goofy looking.
The guy who created the letter?
Yeah. How fucked up that would be if we knew individual guys that created letters.
It used to be 25 letters, and he's like, "Whoa, hold on, I'm about to blow your mind right now."
The reason why the 3DO cost $900 is because you got exclusive access to a 26 leather. Otherwise, you had to pay 3DO to do it.
Oh my god, they had a Wolfenstein 3D port? That seems like a little bit overkill for Wolfenstein.
It was not good. If I remember correctly, it was, I think, maybe the 3DO was the good one, but like, most of those ports were like, they had to ramp the resolution so much that it was like...
For Wolfenstein?
It's just order. Either Wolfenstein or Doom.
Doom I know for sure, but like, Wolfenstein
Yeah.
seems like they should have been able to do it.
Oh, I agree, they should have been able to, whether or not they put the resources in. I mean, you know the story behind the Doom port, right? Where like the lady who did it had like a weekend to figure it out solo.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Would you buy an entire mini console that's filled with only American laser games?
Ooh, does it come with a working light gun?
Sure. You trying to play some Mad Dog McCree or what?
Not only would I try to play Mad Dog Korea, I played through that and the damn sequel. Those are not bad.
No,
actually.
I liked them. I played them
But
on
also-
DOS with a mouse when they first came out, though.
Dude, that is such a lost feeling playing those light gun games on your fucking PC.
Yeah.
Like, I've played through Virtua Cop so many times with a mouse, and it couldn't have been good for my brain in any way. Oh, dude, you got like on the 3DO, you have at least like 6 like completely insane FMV games, right? Like Psychic Detective and Plumbers Don't Wear Ties.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, like
And of course there's like a Night Trap port on there, and
absolutely. There's 2 like FMV only quiz show games. One of which is just based around like a real wacky theme, but the other game is supposed to it's a post-apocalyptic Russian satellite state themed quiz show game.
Jesus.
Where like you would get like things that pop up on the screen, and like the topics would be like propaganda, and all of the characters you can pick from are like someone who is dying currently of nuclear fallout from Chernobyl. It is in such bad taste. It is
What the
incredible.
fuck?
It's also like ridiculously transphobic, so I probably wouldn't play it on stream. But like,
No.
you ever want to give yourself a big ass headache, Go over to YouTube, look for Zadnost the People's Party.
I'm
It's a first-party 3DO game.
I am happy to see that Sewer Shark is represented on 3DO.
That's right, and it's better. It's better than the Sega CD version.
Shoot
even.
the tubes, dog meat!
It also had a there was a JRPG on the 3DO that got a full English translation at the time. It's called Lucian's Quest.
Okay.
I think it's like $200+, but I believe it's a working designs translation too, so it's not like a fly-by-night thing. There's cool stuff on this system. You just gotta dig.
Yeah. What's that Sailor Moon game like on 3DO?
I want to say it's like a chunky fighter,
Yeah.
which I mean, like, it's probably fine because there was 17 of those at the time, and they were all about equal.
One would never guess
I don't
how
think
old you
it's
really
significantly different from the
Why,
SNES
thank
game, but
you,
let's look.
Lydia. And you've managed to
They're like
hide
18
all
SNES games.
trace of your late-night carousing.
I was out late, wasn't I? With the rest of the youth.
Oh wow, a couple of flappers just taking pot shots at each other.
That's what's going on in these streets, and it's scary right now. Oh man, not only is this a 2D fighter, it looks like it has nothing to do with the other 2D fighters of Sailor Moon. Ooh, dude. This
In
thing
what
is
way?
gnarly looking. Like, no reuse of sprites. The animation looks different. It seems to have more of a soft pastel watercolor thing going on. The UI definitely is different. It stands out because everything's in lowercase letters.
Okay.
Yeah, like, check out a YouTube clip of just Sailor Moon 3DO. It sure is a fighting game that feels very undone just from looking at it. I mean, maybe it feels great. I don't know, but
I mean, come on.
you never know. Like, every once in a while, you'll discover something and just become a complete pervert for some, like, 30-year-old game that feels kind of like dog shit, but is neat.
That looks like a fan-made game for sure.
It doesn't.
Like, ain't no way. Yeah, the all lowercase letters make me feel like there ain't no way that that's real.
It's such a trouble. I don't know why it stands out so much, but it was legit. Like, it was a legit release. I don't think it was ever released on another system, but...
So...
Oh, it was made by Toze!
Wow.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, during
Yeah,
this
well,
era, like, I always associated fighting games that zoomed with quality.
Ravishing test.
Any zoom in, I was like, oh, that's a nice fighter there. And it's offensive to me
Thank you, Lydia.
to see a game that looks like this zooming in and out. I'm like, we don't even want to look at it at this distance.
With the rest of the youth.
Don't get me any closer.
I want to see the Jaggies, and I want it to hurt. I want my eyeballs to be in pain from the zoom and the pan.
They got some talking head cutscenes.
You know,
Oh,
there's a Yu Yu
The wind quotes
Hakusho.
are voiced.
Oh, okay. Alright. I'm gonna look up this Yu Yu Hakusho game. Because I think it's very similar. Except this one's made by Tomy.
Was there ever a movie of that?
Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't think so, though. I could be wrong. I think there might be one movie.
If there was and they didn't call it Yu Yu Haka movie, then I think that was that was a missed opportunity.
I'm gonna drive my car to your house and put it through your front window, my friend.
Do it. I'm in the basement.
Yeah, all that would really do is wake up your entire family, and then who's the sucker? Oh my god, this Yu Yu Hakusho game looks equally messy.
I lost.
Maybe worse. Maybe
yeah?
worse. Yeah.
Let me take a look here.
Oh man. This one at least looks kind of like the janky Saturn version, but the janky Saturn version's a lot prettier.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're like so flat shaded.
It's really weird, right? There's like no color delineation on any of the sprites. Okay, there is one Yu Yu Hakusho the movie. But no, it was not named the Yu Yu Hakusho movie. I can confirm that for sure.
Like, at least in the US, right?
I mean, dude, I don't know. The subtitle of this movie is Poltergeist Report. That's pretty fucking sick. I can't complain about it.
That rules. Yeah, no, the Yu Yu Hakusho game
Poltergeist
looks bad.
Report. It looks just actively cruddy.
It looks like they had they took like a console fighter and then like the Game Boy Advance sprites.
What kills me is how like really weird and awkward and jaggy the main sprites are, and then you look in the background and they're just like the most poorly rendered. Like that background is all sorts of different colors it doesn't need to be.
Yeah,
Oh,
not for me at least.
no, you're not feeling it?
No, I don't think I'm feeling it.
Alright, time to fire up Hell, a cyberpunk thriller. It's 4 discs long. It's a 20-hour FMV game.
Oh God, speaking
It's
of
got
long
music.
FMV games, we should just play the entirety of Snatcher on stream sometime.
You know, I've never played through that.
It's from what I've played, it's really good. I played like maybe the first couple hours of it, and I loved it.
I've heard it's really good. I think I've put 10-15 minutes into it tops. It's always been on my my short list, for lack of a better way to put it.
Yeah, there's a lot of like Kojima joints that are in my blind spot. Like, I want to hit up the Boktai games at some point.
They're very good. They're very like frustratingly good.
I've been waiting because I have like this really dumbass idea that I want to do. I'm trying to find out, and I've been like messaging the what's his name? FPGA Zumspass, the guy who did the GBA core.
Robert Pipe.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, I've been messaging him because I wanted to. He hasn't responded. I just say I've been messaging him because I want to find out if there's a way to interact. Because the UV sensor is built into the core. Like there's a way for you to adjust it in the menu, and I want to be able to interact with that remotely, like while the game is running. The reason being because you take a Raspberry Pi Pico, and you get a little UV sensor. And I leave that outside. And then I can use actual light to power my gun inside on my Mister.
That might be the most egregious misuse of emulator technology I've ever heard. Just the idea of like, yo, this game that's about taking the console outside and get some sun. Well, what if you never had to leave your basement? But it was still an authentic experience.
That is 100%. That's exactly what I want to accomplish. If you gotta go outside, what the fuck are you even doing? Motherfuckers back in the day were putting it under a black light. Like, get out of here.
I did that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not too proud. Like, if you want to play your Game Boy at night, I'm sorry, I got some shit to do, you know? I had to play Boktai at 10 p.m. I've lived that real life. Honestly, though, just like the patch makes it so much easier.
Yeah, for sure.
So much easier.
The one where you can like adjust it.
Well, it's just like, for the most part, using that feature is like for reloading your gun. And there's sort of like a mechanical element to it already, where reloading your gun makes you vulnerable to attacks. So you would want to like kind of step away and get a chance for the animation to cycle. So like, you don't really lose too much, I feel like, by not using the solar sensor, because in game you're still having to like plan around the animation.
Yeah.
You know,
like,
it's just,
I feel like if
how
I was
quick
to,
does it recharge?
If I was to play on Mister and you give me complete control over how much sun that thing's getting, like why wouldn't I just always have it maxed out?
You could.
You could, but that's what I'm saying is that I would. I know that I'm too weak to ever turn it down. Like artificially be like, oh, I'm just gonna fluctuate it like I'm really playing the game. No, I need a sensor and I need it to be outdoors, and I need when a cloud comes by, I want to die in the game.
I hate to disappoint you, but for the most part, the only difference with brightness is just how quickly you reload.
Yeah, I want to reload
Yeah.
slower sometimes.
What if I want to reload every third day of the week? What about that? Think about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Now you're talking.
They even dropped that shit for the third game in the DS game. Like, they're like, we're not forcing anyone to go outside anymore. We can't make you do it. We won't ask you to.
I should see what the status of my Sendico auctions are. I put a stop to buying anything on Sendico until I see how these all shake out.
Do you wanna educate the stream as to your your latest spree?
So Sendico. Sendico is a website that allows you to. It's a proxy buying service for Japanese auction websites. So you can buy things on Japanese sites like such as like Yahoo Japan or Yahoo Auctions Japan, and then it'll go to their warehouse, and then you can kind of bundle shipments back to the States. So you can buy like a bunch of things and then just have them all sent in one box. It's great in theory, but then you end up doing stuff like buying a Saturn you don't want.
With the rest of the youth.
Or you're like,
Here's the thing you did.
yeah, I bought the reason that I bought anything from there is because I wanted another GameCube because I wanted to try Peekaboo. And their GameCubes over there, like, they get real into their accessories and things. Almost every GameCube you find on that site has a Game Boy player attached. Those things are like $60 by themselves here, loose, without the disc you need to make them work. And I got a GameCube that had one of those attached with a nice controller, Pikmin 1 and 2, Japanese copies, of course, and a memory card for $60. Now, not shipped, and it still remains to be seen how much this is going to cost me to ship, because there's no way to tell until all those packages get to Sendico and then they bundle them up.
That's true.
Yeah. So I may end up spending $4,000 on a GameCube. We'll see. No, I looked at their estimators. It won't be that bad. But I'm just kind of bracing for like having to spend $100 in shipping.
Did you get one of the fun colors of the GameCubes?
It's a spice orange.
Oh, you got a spice orange cube, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is nice because I already have a spice orange Game Boy player in there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. So I got a black. I got a black. I ordered that. I ordered a black Game Boy player. Which one was the one that we had here?
The Game Boy player?
Yeah,
Fuck,
we
I
only
don't
got
remember.
one color here.
Oh, of the Game Boy player? I think it was purple.
Yeah. So I'll have a black, a spice orange, and I think I will have a purple also.
nice.
Never guess how old you really
Night,
Yeah.
Jeff. Take care.
Why, thank you, Lydia. And you
Yeah, the orange is like
to
the
hide
flex
all
one though.
trace of your
That's a cool looking little machine.
I was out late.
Okay, so all of my packages have arrived at the Sendico warehouse, which means that I can create a parcel. Do we want to just find out how much this is going to cost me, and then
Let's
we
do
can
it,
call
baby.
it?
Let's do it, baby.
Okay, I'm gonna click create parcel. I gotta check all these. I suppose I can. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna pop up any personal information and I dox myself, so I won't stream it. But create parcel. It's all 4 of these things.
Look, the chat's going wild. They want you to dox yourself.
let's
do it for the
the
people.
only message I see is it's been fun, but I'm off the bed. Yeah, chat's going wild.
They're
Oh my
flipping
God.
out.
They're
They're upside down.
They can't handle it. Yeah, check mark. These are all used. Absolutely. It does let me change the value of these things. I'm assuming for customs.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Oh, these are all cheap. These are cheap. These are all 5 yen. Alright, so let's see. I don't know what happens. Like, I don't know, like... it's probably fine. Let's see. Okay, so it's got my address in here. It's been a kind of off the wall stream tonight.
Playing it by ear.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah.
Choose destination.
Ravishing, Tess, as always.
Oh my god. Okay, so there are ways to absolutely fuck yourself here. Luckily, there's FedEx.
Trace of your late night carousing.
I was out
Rutulo
late.
says, dox yourself. You mean your name it really isn't Mike Bachman? No, man, this is Borfucko.
I did have my full address like right in the middle of the screen there, so I'm pretty glad that I wasn't streaming. So total weight of all these is 11.32 kilos. It's going to cost me 11,000. The cheapest option is 11,490 yen, with a delivery time of unspecified.
You weren't kidding. You are getting fucked on shipping.
Yeah. I probably won't
yeah.
do this again.
Probably.
It's gonna cost. I mean, to be fair, I'm getting 2 GameCubes, with controllers and power adapters, 2 Game Boy players, a couple of GameCube games, a memory card, a Saturn with like 5 or 6 games. That's in really nice condition. So I mean, like it's gonna cost $82 to ship it.
82 isn't so bad.
No, I don't think that's awful.
But I mean, comparison point, right? Like, so this is you're buying this through like a courier site, whereas I just recently bought a PS2 off of eBay and had it shipped from Japan, and the shipping on the PS2 was like $33.
Right.
So compared one system with none of the, I think it only had a controller with it, to your 3 systems with a bunch of extra stuff in it. Like, I don't think 85 is too bad.
Yeah, and the other thing to note here is that like I've kind of calculated there's certain things in there that I'm not going to need. Like I'm going to be peekabooting, and so one of those Game Boy players comes with the Japanese disc to boot the Game Boy player. Those even in the States on eBay, those Japanese discs go for like $60.
You're kidding me.
No, it's wild. So like I figure selling some of those Saturn games, and then selling that disc, you know, I keep what I want out of it, and I make a decent chunk of my money back. So it's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah,
just got to do a little extra legwork in the process.
Yeah, I think this is going to be worth it for me.
Nice. That you should not be using this as a way to talk yourself into doing it again.
I won't.
Okay.
I won't.
It sounds like you're slowly coming to this, like, well, you know what? I would make my money back.
I would, though. Why did it
Next
put
week, you're
361 as my apartment? I don't have an apartment number.
See, folks, he is doxing himself for you.
Yeah, well, so my assumption was that, like, if I accidentally left that in there, they would just be like, oh, there's no apartment there. This is going back to Japan. There we go.
You did it. You committed the worst male crime of all. Not owning an apartment.
Yeah. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah, just sticking around.
Yeah, I had a really good time this stream. Let's check out Eye of Typhoon. That's gonna be a showpiece on a shelf for me. I have a feeling.
You mean it's not living in the 3DO?
No, I'm probably gonna hang on to this for the amount of time that it takes for me to get that email about getting a free copy of the remake, and it's probably gonna be out the door.
Well, it's fun, I think, to just walk through that process, because I think, like, a lot of people assume all collectors just throw shit on their shelf, and it's not really like that.
No, and it has been, like, the stuff that I bought from Limited Run, like, I've sold a bunch of it, and I don't think I've sold any of the Limited Run games that I got for Switch, at least, for anything less than double what I paid for it.
Okay, then. I mean, that's a clear, like...
Stupid. So...
Yeah.
I mean, like, and the only victim is, well, the people that buy it from me.
Well, and you. Don't forget that part.
Yeah. It's a small price to pay for pain and suffering.
It's kind of like doing a pyramid scheme on yourself. But like, if you succeed, it works out.
So I could save $10 and ship with a shipping company called Surface, whose delivery time is 30 to 90 days. And it says, please note that there are considerable delays for packages shipped with Surface. It says that under the normal delivery time of 90 days.
Dude, they are straight up riding a pony to your house.
That pony's gonna swim across the ocean.
That's right. That's right. It's like, oh, thank God the Colorado River Valley's collapsing, and our horses can finally get all the way over to the Midwest.
Listen, we're just gonna assume that these packages are gonna get stolen by Somali pirates, and like this is how we got to factor in time to get them back.
And by Somali we mean Oregon, Somali, Oregon.
Yeah, Somali. Oh my God! All right. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks to everybody that watched through all of this mess. The technical difficulties tonight, those weren't my fault, and that felt nice.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
doesn't
it always
happen
adds
very
it always adds a nice texture to the occasion. You know, when you're eating an ice cream and there's a little ripple of flavor.
Yeah.
That's our technical difficulties. You never know what to expect.
I ate one of my daughter's ice cream cones one time. She has like drumsticks in the freezer, and it had blueberry. No, it was like raspberry in it or something. It was like, but not like the colors did not advertise that fact at all. I don't really like raspberry flavors in any form.
That's a kind of a desecration of a drumstick to me, but you know.
For sure.
I mean, the drumstick is a chocolate and peanut treat, folks. I'm not against you if you have a different relationship with the drumstick, but you know.
Now, if you want to put a fudge core in your drumstick, absolutely.
It's almost necessary to put that little fudge bit at the bottom of the drumstick.
Oh, the bit at the bottom for sure. Have you had the cores though, where it's like a center? The whole center of the drumstick is like a little spear of fudge.
No.
So as you're like licking this thing, you got like a little fudge dot in the middle.
Oh my God! They actually optimized a drumstick. That's fucked.
They fucking did it.
They were always good though. You know, that's improving perfection.
Ooh, I could spend 26,000 yen and get it in 4 to 7 days. Or 31,000 yen and get it in 2 days with EMS.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it, baby. That's for all the rich folks that are buying 3 GameCubes.
But like
that's
the rich folks buying 3 GameCubes are just buying them here. They're not looking for deals, and then they're like, money is no object when it comes to shipping.
No, I could see it though. Like, imagine if you're like Post Malone or something, and you're like, I need that fancy Tales of Symphonia cube. I'll do whatever I can to get that mini green masterpiece. $400, deliver that shit to my front door.
Yeah, I keep wondering when we're gonna be Post Malone, but it seems like that guy's just sticking around.
Fuck, man.
I remember when we were all pre-Malone.
Dad jokes should not work at me at this point in my life, but they never.
Hell yeah.
They never quit.
I got nothing but them. So. Alright, gonna end the stream for real this time. Thanks everybody. Have a good night.
Take care, y'all. I don't know why I immediately jumped out of it.
I saw that. I was like, okay. There we go.
I don't.
Now,